My name is Tyler Milligan, and I chose to do my internship with Jake Kirkendall, the Director of Football Operations at the University of Tennessee. So during my internship, I assisted the Director of Football Operations in travel, itineraries, and budget control for purchases. So this is an example of one of the itineraries that I actually got to make on my own. So I just used an Excel sheet and put everybody's name at the top who is in the operations department, and to the side we have certain times that we have to do our certain responsibilities. And so this was very helpful because if you didn't know where you needed to be at that specific time for camp, all you have to do is pull out this list or this itinerary and look to see where you need to be at that time. Another task that I performed was setting up and tearing down for summer camps. This meant that I was the first one there and the last one to leave. So I also got to create this sheet that shows where each table is supposed to be at the exact yard line. This is very detailed, and they want it exactly where it was set up on this diagram. We were responsible for making sure each table was set up correctly and have the right amount of chairs for the specific table and the people who's working it that day. So I had a few more job responsibilities throughout the summer. To name a few, I would pick up and take back company vans, so that was a biggie because the football team and the operations team actually used the company vans multiple times a day. I would also prepare breakfast and lunch tables for the coaches because during these camps we would feed them lunch and dinner every single camp day. And I would supervise the children during youth camps in the locker room, and that was a biggie with the whole Sandusky ordeal. Children are not allowed to use the restrooms inside the locker rooms during camps at all times. And just little stuff like that. I would keep the Excel sheet for summer camp maintained and updated. And during summer camps, when we would have prospects come in that UT was actually looking at, they would be called a hot number, and we would highlight their card, their elite card. That's how we knew that Tennessee was actually looking to offer them a spot for the team. So I was able to work two big events this summer. The first event is called the Orange Carpet Day. This is where we invite all of the top recruits that we are wanting to have, and it's just kind of a special day for them. Recruits get to eat good food, play games, and interact with coaches and other prospects. So this is the name tag that I had to wear during the Orange Carpet Day. This just showed that I worked it, and people would call me by my name, and they would come to me for any questions that they had. So the second event I got to work was Coach Butch Jones's cookout at his house. I had to set up and tear down all of the tables and tents for his guests. During the event, I got to drive guests back and forth to their car on a golf cart because there were so many people. Everybody had to park in a field in the front of his neighborhood, and so we had two golf carts going back and forth at all times to pick up guests and take them to Coach's house or take them back if they were ready to leave. And this is a picture that I took at Coach's house. I would set up the tables and put the tablecloths on it and tie these bows. The bows were a very important part of this because we would want to make sure that they were facing the guests where they can actually see it. There was about a total of 15 tables, 6 outside. The rest was inside for people to eat on because it was so hot that day. I also have other pictures. This is me filling up the drinks and putting it in the cart. This was big because coaches would come in and expect drinks immediately, so I would fill this up with ice and have drinks in it constantly throughout the whole camp day. This is a picture of me working the broad jump. So I had learned through the internship that operations is about just filling in where I need to be. If there was somebody missing, operations takes care of that because we want to make sure everything flows very well. And so this is actually me and Josh Smith, a starting wide receiver. the players get a chance to work camp. They get paid $200 every camp day. And so a lot of players try to do it and work and get involved. This is me and him moving tables again, and we actually became very good friends because there was 2 straight weeks of camp, and he got to work most of them, and we just became really close of working together and making sure the tables were in the right spots. And so this is a picture of me and Jake Kirkendall. He is actually my on-site supervisor, and like I said earlier, we want to make sure that everything's set up and ready to go, and make sure everything flows correctly. So a lot of times I would go find the right number of chairs that we needed for warm-ups or whatever we were using it for, and I would make sure that we had enough chairs. So registration was a big one. A lot of people don't like registration, but I was supposed to make sure that everything was running smoothly up there, and I would help wherever I can. And this is a picture of them doing shuttles, and the ball girls are responsible for recording that, and so I kind of just jumped in there when they didn't have enough girls to do that. I had no idea what I was doing, but I jumped in and I got it done. So overall, this internship experience has been great. It has been life-changing, and I think that it's really going to help me in my future, with operations in the sports industry, wherever I end up. So I'm so glad I got to experience this crazy long summer with the University of Tennessee, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thank you.